Have you ever felt like everything was going well, and then suddenly she started losing interest? No clear reason, no big mistake, just a slow change in her behavior. The truth is, attraction doesn't usually disappear overnight. Psychology shows that it fades because of small patterns most men don't even notice. One of the biggest reasons women lose interest is overinvestment too early. When a man gives too much attention, time, and energy too quickly, it can feel overwhelming. At first, it might seem like care, but over time, it reduces mystery and excitement. Attraction often grows when there's a balance, not when everything is given too easily. Another major factor is neediness. Neediness is not always obvious. It shows up in subtle ways. Constantly seeking validation, overthinking replies, or needing reassurance can slowly push someone away. Psychology suggests that people are naturally drawn to those who are emotionally stable and don't rely on others for their sense of worth. Loss of challenge is another hidden reason. When interactions become too predictable, the excitement starts to fade. If every conversation feels the same, with no playfulness or emotional variation, interest can drop. Attraction often needs a mix of comfort and curiosity to stay alive. Confidence also plays a critical role. Sometimes men start strong, but then become unsure of themselves. They begin doubting what to say, how to act, or whether they're doing things right. This shift in energy is often noticeable. Confidence isn't about being perfect, it's about being relaxed and secure in yourself. Another key reason is lack of emotional connection. Many conversations stay on the surface level, talking about daily routines, random topics, or basic questions. While this is fine at the start, deeper connection requires more meaningful interaction. Sharing thoughts, experiences, and emotions creates a stronger bond. Being too available is another common mistake. When someone is always there, always replying instantly, and always free, it can reduce perceived value. People tend to appreciate what feels limited. Having your own life, goals, and priorities makes you more interesting and attractive. There's also the issue of trying too hard to impress. When someone constantly tries to prove their worth through compliments, gifts, or effort, it can feel forced. Authenticity is far more attractive than perfection. People connect with someone who is real than someone who is trying to be impressive all the time. Emotional inconsistency can also cause confusion. Acting one way at the beginning and then changing later can create uncertainty. Consistency builds trust, while unpredictability in behavior can weaken connection. Another important factor is ignoring subtle signals. Sometimes signs of lost interest appear early: short replies, less engagement, or reduced enthusiasm. When these signals are ignored, the gap slowly grows. Being aware of these changes allows you to adjust instead of continuing the same pattern. It's also important to understand that attraction is emotional, not logical. You can do everything right and still lose interest if the emotional experience is missing. Attraction grows through feelings, how someone feels when they're around you, not just through actions. In reality, the reason women lose interest is rarely one big mistake. It's usually a combination of small behaviors: overinvestment, neediness, lack of excitement, and loss of confidence. These patterns slowly reduce attraction over time. The good news is that these are things you can control. When you focus on balance, confidence, emotional connection, and authenticity, everything starts to change. You stop chasing, and instead you create a natural sense of attraction. And when you understand this, you don't just try to keep someone interested, you become someone they don't want to lose.